straight to the finish. Oh my God! Unbelievable!
Now, a lot of people thought this might be a steep competition for you and the best competition you've fought, but you really lived up to the moment. First round finish. Is that how you saw the fight going in your head?
Absolutely. I was telling myself 2 or 3 minutes first round. I don't want to rush anything, but I definitely feel at home here. I felt at home in the cage today, and I feel like I'm going to rise to every occasion. Every person in the UFC belongs to be here. Megan's very talented, and she is a high-level athlete. But people were doubting my skills, but I belong here too, and I'm going to be to the top soon.
Is 145 your future? You're not looking to fight at bantamweight?
I'm not. Anything can happen in the future, but I want to be the face of the featherweight division.
Well, that's a big goal. Right now, there aren't that many faces in the featherweight division. There's, Amanda Nunes is the champion, but right now she's back at 135. She's even said she was thinking of exploring 125. I don't know how she's going to do that. But Chris Cyborg is always pretty much the face of featherweight women's MMA. Do you look forward to potentially fighting someone like that?
It would be an honor. Absolutely.
He thought about his UFC debut in the past. Is this kind of the way he envisioned having it go?
Sim. Yes. A minha entrada ali no corredor, né, entrar chorando, porque eu sabia que eu não ia aguentar de tanta emoção, porque sempre foi o meu maior sonho, foi entrar no corredor.
He knew it was his biggest dream, and he knew he'd cry and he'd be very happy, and that's what happened.
I'm sure he got a lot of people's attention in the division with a win like that. Has he started thinking yet about the kind of fight that he would like next, the level of opponent he'd like next?
Eu sou cara que eu não escolho muito oponente.
He doesn't choose opponents. He only likes to fight with the best. He really likes fighting with the best, and he is getting ready to fight with them. He is training a lot. He's putting a lot of work into his work, and again, it's been his biggest dream since childhood. So.
We know when he was signed, you were a very creative striker, very flashy striker. Did he make it a point to kind of put on a show for his debut?
Eu tava com uma bagagem muito grande.
For a long time, he has had those moves and so on and so forth, and he's been mocked by it. Today he shut people's mouths because people used to mock him, and he used to be like that, and he was like that tonight. So,
is there anyone who's an inspiration to you in that terms of striking, like the Anthony Pettis or Israel Adesanya? Anyone like that?
His biggest inspiration is Anderson Silva because he's very humble. The way he lives his life and everything inspires him a lot. So that's why Anderson Silva is his favorite.
I heard him mention Conor McGregor in there too a little bit.
Yep. So he mentioned all those, yeah. Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor é da minha categoria?
Is he in his division? Conor McGregor? Do you know?
No.
That was a beautiful flying knee, and you had a couple other flashy techniques in your striking there too. What do you do to work on your athleticism?
Eu treino.
Yeah, in Fernandopoulos, where he trained, he had many people helping him train and practice and so on and so forth, and he worked really, really hard to be prepared for this fight. And he does boxing, he does CrossFit, and a couple of other things to get ready for a fight. So.
How did it feel to get a first round KO over a dangerous striker like Danny Roberts?
I still don't know exactly what happened. I need to look at the images with my team so that I know exactly what went on and so on and so forth.
This week, man, about how big this one was for you. That has to feel so huge for you.
Yeah, man, super big. Never lost 3 in a row, so I didn't want to make it 4. That would have been possibly the end of my career. So, you know, it was nice to get the W.
I was just going to ask. I mean, like, you know, that's a horrible question to ask. If you'd lost 4 in a row, were you just going to quit?
I don't know, man. It's really hard to say. Sometimes you think that, but you know, as a competitor, you know, it'd be hard to hang it up. So.
I mean, first win in like that's 3.5 years or so, right? Since you got your hand raised.
Really, it's been that long?
January 2016, I think it said.
Damn.
So, I mean,
wow. Yeah, I needed that one, to say the least.
I mean, how good? Can you take me through how good it feels to get that kind of that monkey off your back and what that felt like out there when you were when the ref was raising your hand?
You know, it felt really good. It's hard to kind of hold the emotions in and not, you know, cry like a baby sometimes with, you know, tears of joy. But, man, it's like been close some of these last couple fights and just dealing with injuries. So it was nice going in there feeling confident that I had a great camp and I felt good, healthy, no injuries going in. Man, super excited. Can't thank my team enough and all the people who helped me get here. It takes a tribe, you know, a lot of people to make this happen.
The finish itself, I mean, it looked pretty cool on the replay. I mean, did you watch it? I mean, the way he kind of wobbled back like that. I mean, that was.
You know, I kind of envisioned that, you know, the other day actually, like catching him with the knee and him wobbling. So it was kind of surreal. But yeah, I hit him with the knee. I felt it connect, and then when I brought my eyes up and I saw him wobbling, yeah, it was great to see because you know, I knew I could finish at that point.
Leading into that, I mean, did you feel like that was the kind of fight that it was going to be? I mean, it seemed like it was kind of like a vintage Patrick Cummins kind of fight, like just getting dirty and.
It was great for me, man. I thought he was going to be shooting more. I was happy that he was standing and banging with me and not trying to make it a wrestling match as much because, you know, he took me down once and I was able to get up. You know, I was, you know, worried that he'd be able to take me down and kind of hold me down and grind me out. I mean, I was confident that I could get back up because we've been working on that a lot, but still, you know, he's a damn good wrestler, big, strong guy with good control. So I didn't want to get stuck underneath, especially in the first round when he's got a lot of energy to hold me down.
You start to think yet about what you want next and how soon you want to get back in there, or are you at the stage in your career where when they call you with something,
you know, I'll get back home and talk with my team, you know, my family, and just kind of see. I'd like to get back in there again, you know, maybe towards the end of summer. It's hard to say. See how I'm feeling. Again, I'd love to get back in there, obviously before year's end, because getting 2 in 1 year would be nice. It's been a while since I've been able to do that.
You did mention working on your wrestling. You brought in Mike Pierce for this camp. Just talk a little about the impact of that. He did get you down, but you were right back up.
Yeah, brought in Mike Pierce. I needed to bring a wrestling coach in probably sooner, or in the past I should have brought one in. I just couldn't find the right guy, and Mike was in a position to be able to help me, so it was a great addition to the team. I feel like I had the best corner that I've ever had for this fight with, my kickboxing coach, my grappling coach, and my wrestling coach all working together. Again, other coaches back home too, so it was great having Mike on the team.
If you are a fighter or someone who wants to start training in MMA, listen up. My name is Phil DeRue. I am the head performance coach of American Top Team. I train some of the elite MMA athletes in the world, such as Dustin Poirier, King Mo the Wall, Frankie Edgar, Junior Dos Santos, Edson Barbosa, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Going to MMA gyms or hiring a personal trainer can get extremely expensive over time. So if you want to get in shape and train using the exact program of the top MMA fighters for an affordable one-time price, check out Fight Ready in the description below. Use code MMA Central to get 20% off your final purchase. I hope to see you on the inside.